A general reading. Safely protected by guides, angels, guardians. Benevolence, benevolence, benevolence. Only sweet, kind vibrations. General reading for everyone who comes across this post now. Looking at the Aquatica. Someone needs that in their office. Someone else needs a bonsai, a bougainvillea. Okay. Somebody's an architect who needs some kind of AutoCAD software and a card reader that could scan all the business cards you have for you. Then someone else, enchiladas suizas. Someone else, your nona, her recipe for her gravy. Yes, something about the aceite de oliva, a different olive oil from wherever she's from, her town. You can have it sent to you in a can or olives from there in a can you could infuse into regular olive oil you buy here. That's the purest one. And then, I'm getting more recipe. Yummy, yummy. The tomatoes need to be also from there. All right. Then I'm getting vibed. I keep getting vibes someone needs to go jogging and do intervals. Maybe not every day the same route. And once in a while, increase the heart rate with the machine and with maybe like a watch or an app where you make sure your heart rate is elevated and it's like quicker. And then occasionally with a family member or someone who feels like family, like brisk walks. Yes, and do something when you're walking where you're like, right? Heart rate elevated and breathing. Walking. Someone else, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, junkito, and focus on how it's just to feel better, not for a trophy. The whole balance is key to life, not karate kind of vibe. Someone else gets to watch movies about that. And I'm getting vibes like with Bruce Leroy. Sure enough. Right? Oh, I don't even own a paintbrush. I'm getting vibes. Someone else can download the code 3 every time they see that and acknowledge I am a healer. That is my healer number. With angel frequencies or just a very high vibration, someone else similar. Okay. Someone else I'm getting vibed. When you get vibes that are not as harmonious, not benevolent feeling, you're an empath like me, that's transmuted. It's alchemized. I feel better already. I didn't let that in. That's someone else's frequency, not me, outside of myself. And I give peace and love, paz y amor, to all the vibrations outside of myself, a todas las vibraciones fuera de mí. Perhaps in Spanish, in Italiano, Portuguese, Japanese, Taiwanese, Pinoy, Tagalog, Czechoslovakian, Slavic, Swedish, Danish. Lots of empaths. Oh, I could keep going. My throat's going to hurt. I need a lozenge. Yes, that is not your energy, my loves. Let's download 4-4 as well. Okay, I'm getting vibed a lot more things. Someone could watch a movie. It Takes 2. Like that. Mary-Kate and Ashley or something. And then someone else, Marvin Gaye. It Takes 2. It Takes 2, baby, with a lady. Listen to that, like that's your jam. Someone else loved Lovage, like that's your jam. Dr. Octa something, the Cool Keith, guy. Listen to that. And the the album where it has the Bigger Fish. Tommy Boy Records. Right. This I got vibed earlier. Is someone else, Infectious Grooves, Made It. Looking for a little bit of heaven. Someone else can go sing like a karaoke. I'm seeing like Kai Parker on the Vampire Diaries. Something where like he really loves to sing. Walking on Heaven's Door or something. Knocking on Heaven's Door. Something like that. And someone else's soiree where it might be like in the Sirens TV show. A very pretty place. And someone else where it's like an establishment where it's 6 stories at least. And they're playing music that might be jazz, like in the Aristocats cartoon from Disney. I got that earlier. Someone else feels like the Incredible Hulk, and it's all right because they have like Peter Parker, who's their friend. They can have lunch. All right. But I'm getting vibed. Oh, we eat a lot of people. We need a lot of less nonsense in our food. Like me, I had a migraine the other day because I had sugar-free gum. No bueno. And I don't even like to take an aspirin. So maybe someone else too, we cannot have sugar-free. Just have something that has sugar in it and a lot less. But talk with your nutritionist and general care physician, of course. Someone else, your doggy needs like pumpkin, and you can ask your veterinarian to make sure. I'm giving my doggy vitamins that have probiotics and everything and fiber and pumpkin in it, and that seems to also be helping his dermatitis. Well, it's not actually his, right? He's my dog, and then those are allergies. And your dog too. Okay. I'm seeing someone else needs a personal trainer, and with swimming also incorporated into said routines. Someone else can go to, what is this? I got a bunch of vibes earlier, but I just gave peace and love to all of them and held space. And some were even past, present, future, past incarnations, different timelines. So this may or may not apply to you. This whole place is, yes, shielded, this post. So it's a safe place energetically. So you do what you need to make sure you're in your vibration going with the flow, high vibing. And then you're like, well, I'm good. Hey, I'm well, I'm all right. Okay, I'm getting vibes. Someone else, they could listen to my post I put earlier today about being silly with like movies. And like if I was in Weird Science, I would be Wyatt's Porsche, like a 928. And then they're like the Ferrari, so we're friends. All right, that kind of thing. And maybe lighten up with whatever you're doing. Someone around the, at work, I feel like you need to be more, I'm at work. Then during your breaks, you call the family, go to the bathroom, have food, and then be more present. And then when you're at home, you're not at work anymore. You'll be happier. Otherwise, you feel like an octopus, and you're like, being pulled like every direction. And that'll help. I feel like that's for several of you. I think someone else is meant to be a lifeguard. It's a calling. And someone else, the priesthood. And you know. If someone else wants to go to something. I'm getting Latifa, Asanti. Maybe visit there. Someone else meant to. Oh, I've got this vibe before where they're meant to be an artist. And their family might come from Mexico. Natural born artist, maybe a graphic designer, similar something. And someone else, a manicurist, cosmetology. Someone else meant to do hair, where you're like, yes, right now, as you see this. Someone else, seamstress, where I keep getting vibes, something about the stitching could be different, where you're inspired by couture. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know how to do it. Someone else, I see lots of food, looks like maybe speaking Pinoy, and maybe lumpias or something. Or you could have it at like a farmer's market. And someone else similar, a tamal. Like umita. I'm getting this vibe. Oh, I got this vibe earlier in someone where it's like something similar where they just need to be a little more take charge and be like, well, I want to see who I want to dance with, not who wants to dance with me. And then tell them respectfully, caballero, caballero. Y otra, it's a different language, German. And they need to tell they're like, it's a danke and auf Wiedersehen to someone in your life. Got it. And then someone else is in Russian, and it's like two females. I got this vibe earlier where you're just two peas in a pod and you're going out maybe to a pub. Yeah, where I'm like, have fun and you look great. Where like even I would want to go if I was in your country. It's maybe Moscow or St. Petersburg, I'm not sure, but it's like spasibas or something. Spasibo. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, even I want to go. 1111. Let's download and activate that. Okay, what else am I sensing? There's so many things. I'm getting a bunch of movies. So a few of you, you know what movie you want to watch. And someone else is more like NPR. Someone wants some Reiki infused stuff, so go to one of my posts that has that. Someone wants some shamanic, like spiritual guidance, so you can get a private session with me. Someone else dog training advice, you can also get a private session, or I'll go live and do some posts where we can talk about that. I'm getting vibed another day I was thinking about this yesterday, post something where we just talk about cosmetology or cars. We sit and have a cup of coffee and it's just like a community space on here. And I'll go live and we can interact. You could even ask questions. Some where it's more family and some where it's more adult content only. And some where it's more like sensitive subjects. Let's just focus on how we're impartial and we're holding space for others. Because that's all I do is I'm a shaman and that's it. So everyone's standing in their birthright. I feel like that's all now. I keep getting an architect needs like AutoCAD. And someone else, the right one for them to, their nonna would be proud, like is like a Sophia Loren in some movie where she's dancing in a red dress. And it's because she's very like a good person. Yeah, someone else wants even like an oracle reading and has like $1.50. That's okay. Just ask me your question even in the comment and you can donate and then I can answer your question unless you want to talk. And then we'll interact however you see fit. We can figure it out with like an appointment con cita. Someone else. And French too. Bonjour. Salamat. Salamat. Oh, different languages. I can give examples and pictures. Someone's like, they're Nonna Teresa. And someone else, they grandpapa. And someone else, their grandpappy. I'm getting some vibes. You might want to talk and just know how they're doing. They're okay. And someone else, you don't go there. You don't talk to them, so we won't. I'm getting vibes like intuitive healings I can do too. 1333. And someone else just wants like a blessing for their house. So feel free to ask me that at a later date. Okay, I'm getting one more vibe now. Something about vibing with the ocean, nature. Okay, see you later. Okay, peace, many blessings. I don't know.